The market may be fundamentally underestimating a massive liquidity-driven structural shift currently unfolding. The recent surge in India's IPO market, highlighted by new listings like Devso jumping an incredible 66% on debut, isn't just about a few hot stocks. It signals something far deeper, a significant realignment of institutional capital and retail investor sentiment. This isn't just noise, it's a critical inflection point for capital allocation across the economy. And with SBI funds entering its final hours, the interest from large financial institutions in this new issue bonanza underscores a crucial trend. Here's what's truly changing. At its core, the IPO market serves as the primary engine for capital formation, transforming private companies into public entities. This process is vital for economic growth, allowing businesses to raise capital for expansion, innovation, and job creation. The value proposition for investors in this environment is clear: access to high-growth companies at an earlier stage, often with the potential for significant listing gains. India's structural demographic tailwinds and growing middle class amplify this effect, creating a robust demand side for new issues. But that is only part of the story. What defines the current unique moat of the Indian IPO market is its blend of retail enthusiasm and anchor investor support. Unlike some mature markets, India still offers significant growth stories in sectors undergoing rapid formalization and digital transformation. This creates a compelling narrative for both sophisticated institutional players and aspirational retail investors. The depth of capital available and the willingness of investors to back these growth stories are critical components of this market's resilience. It's a powerful combination that's driving current valuations. If we look at the results of this market in aggregate, the numbers speak for themselves. We are witnessing consistently high oversubscription rates, particularly in the retail and high net worth individual segments. Listing day gains, often double-digit, have become almost commonplace, attracting further capital. These are not isolated incidents, they represent a broad trend of robust demand recovery and strong investor confidence. The underlying metrics suggest a market characterized by ample liquidity and a strong appetite for primary offerings. That's where things get interesting. What's truly fueling these impressive market metrics? It's a confluence of factors: strong domestic macroeconomic indicators, a stable policy environment, and perhaps most importantly, a structural shift in household savings towards financial assets. Retail investors, empowered by digital platforms, are actively participating. On the institutional side, we see consistent anchor investor participation, indicating a deep level of due diligence and long-term conviction in the companies coming to market. This dynamic creates a powerful virtuous cycle for new issues. The bigger question is how long this can sustain. Now, let's consider the management commentary from a broader perspective, that of central banks and regulators. The Reserve Bank of India's stance on liquidity and interest rates plays a crucial role, creating an environment where capital is readily available and attractive for deployment in equities. Similarly, the Securities and Exchange Board of India's SEBI regulatory oversight ensures investor protection, fostering confidence in the primary market. This regulatory clarity is a significant policy tailwind, minimizing uncertainty for both issuers and investors. This stability is critical. Beyond explicit policy, we observe capital allocation trends from major financial institutions like State Bank of India. The fact that SBI Funds is entering final hours for a new offering isn't just about that specific fund, it reflects a broader institutional strategy. Large players are actively participating in new issues, deploying significant capital. This indicates confidence in the market's trajectory and the quality of the company's listing. Their commitment provides a strong signal to the market, often acting as a quality filter and a source of deep liquidity. The next signal comes from the broader industry. This IPO boom has significant implications for the broader financial services sector. Brokerages are seeing increased trading volumes and new client acquisitions. Investment banks are flourishing with a robust deal pipeline. Asset management companies, like SBI Mutual Fund, benefit from fresh capital inflows into new offerings. This creates a powerful industry context where financial intermediaries thrive, creating a positive feedback loop for capital markets. The health of the IPO market is directly correlated with the earnings visibility of these critical financial players. Now look at how the broader sector is reacting. The macroeconomic environment provides a critical backdrop. India's resilient economic growth, coupled with moderating inflation and a relatively stable currency, creates a fertile ground for capital market activity. This provides confidence to both domestic and international investors. Furthermore, global liquidity conditions, even amidst some tightening, continue to seek growth avenues, and India stands out as a preferred destination. This macro stability forms a strong foundation, mitigating some of the systemic headwinds seen in other parts of the world. However, no market is without its risks. Despite the current enthusiasm, structural risks remain a significant consideration. The primary vulnerability is valuation. With such strong listing gains and high oversubscription, there's always the risk of prices outpacing fundamental value. This could lead to a risk repricing event if market sentiment shifts or if a few underperforming IPOs dampen confidence. Investors need to be discerning, understanding that not every new listing offers the same long-term potential. Overexuberance can quickly turn into yield pressure. That leads us to a bigger question regarding terminal risk. Beyond valuation, potential regulatory pressure or shifts in global liquidity could introduce systemic headwinds. While current regulations are supportive, any tightening of norms around pricing or disclosures could slow down the pipeline. Furthermore, a significant withdrawal of global liquidity, perhaps due to aggressive interest rate hikes by major central banks, could reduce foreign institutional investment in primary markets. This would test the depth of domestic capital and potentially lead to a less buoyant environment for new issues. Constant vigilance is key here. Looking ahead, the forward earnings visibility for the IPO market remains largely positive. The pipeline of companies awaiting listing is robust, indicating sustained interest from promoters and investors alike. As the Indian economy continues its growth trajectory, more innovative and digitally enabled businesses will seek public capital. This suggests a continued flow of quality issues, maintaining structural momentum. However, investors will increasingly differentiate between truly innovative stories and those simply capitalizing on market froth. What changes next is crucial. A multi-year thesis on India's capital markets suggests that this current IPO fervor might be more than just a cyclical peak. It could be part of a longer-term structural shift. Increasing financialization of savings, a burgeoning middle class, and a supportive regulatory environment point to sustained growth in primary markets. However, valuation reassessment will be an ongoing process. We might see a normalization of listing gains, but the underlying trend of companies accessing public capital for growth should continue. The market appears to be pricing in a robust future, but discretion is vital. From a tactical perspective, we are seeing certain segments of the financial sector and early-stage growth companies on breakout watch, driven by sustained capital rotation into these areas. These are businesses directly benefiting from the demand recovery in primary markets. Conversely, areas showing significant valuation extensions or where fundamentals don't quite justify the current price action should be under trim consideration. This disciplined approach allows sophisticated investors to navigate the excitement without overexposure to potential downside risks. It's about smart capital allocation. The current dynamism in India's IPO market is a powerful indicator of deeper structural shifts in capital allocation and investor sentiment. Understanding these underlying currents, rather than just chasing headlines, is what defines institutional-grade analysis. At SR Money News IN, we are committed to bringing you this level of insight, decoding the complex interplay of macroeconomics, market dynamics, and corporate strategy. If you found this analysis valuable, ensure you're subscribed to SR Money News IN for more exclusive, in-depth market intelligence. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next program.